Ladies and gentlemen, Julia Roberts.
It is a universal conversation starter. Did you see what was on Oprah today? It creates calm at the dentist. It can make a friend of a stranger on a bus. It binds mothers and daughters of all generations. Oprah Gail Winfrey. I think she's pretty damn close to perfect. And I don't mean boring, run-of-the-mill perfect. I mean fabulous, shining, margarita-drinking perfect. She is tireless, brilliant, hilarious, and compassionate. She comes on television every day of the week and is our friend, a teacher, a leader, a listener. The first time I heard about a better-fitting bra or a fascinating politician named Barack Obama was on the Oprah Winfrey Show. I would usually never be so bold as to speak for a culture of women, but I feel great confidence saying on behalf of the women of America, we thank you and we are in debt to you. Now, in the spirit of the Oprah Show, if everyone could reach under their seats. I'm so proud of you. I love you. Congratulations.
In the early days, the television pioneer Edward R. Murrow said,
"This instrument can teach, it can illuminate, yes, and even it can inspire. But it can do so only to the extent that humans are determined to use it to those ends. Otherwise, it's nothing but wires and lights in a box."
The road to her growing up began in the backwoods of Mississippi. A house with no electricity, an outhouse hidden in a patch of trees. When she was a little girl, she loved her grandma, Hattie Mae. They walked to church every Sunday and people would say, "That child sure can talk about anything." She was sent to Milwaukee to live with her mother. The housing project was filled with threatening hallways, empty afternoons, and the dying of a little girl's dream. Her last chance was a father she hardly knew in Nashville. He gave her a library card, a Christmas tree, and confidence. Beauty pageants, Tennessee State University, television. In Baltimore, they gave her a seat on the sofa, and that woman sure could talk to anyone about anything. Oprah was home. Chicago offered her high hopes and a high hurdle. Here reigned the king of the talk show. No one had been able to dethrone him.
We'd go downstairs on State Street and beg people to come up, you know. I would stop at Dunkin' Donuts in the morning, myself, pick up the donuts for the audience.
Thanks. Thank you. I'm Oprah Winfrey, and welcome to the very first National Oprah Winfrey Show!
She stepped into the spotlight and became our friend. A place to take our troubles and our triumphs. She caught the eye of Quincy Jones, who was producing a film with Steven Spielberg. They cast her as a woman who was never afraid to speak up. An Oscar nomination allowed her to seek roles behind the camera. She became the first woman to own her own television and film production studio, taking on stories no one else would tell.
I'm gonna take a deep breath, gonna hold my head up, gonna put my shoulders back and look you straight in the
No matter how far her reach, She always comes back to the conversation with her afternoon family.
Shake it, squeeze it, plow it, seed it, reap it, buy it, sell it, own it, build it, multiply it, and pass it on. Can you hear me? Pass it on.
She turned viewers into readers and books into bestsellers.
I consider the world, this earth, to be like a school, and our life, the classrooms.
There is a great and perhaps decisive battle to be fought against ignorance, intolerance, and indifference. This weapon of television could be useful.
Oprah Winfrey has caught the light of history, a television pioneer for our times.